Hi, welcome to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. Uh, First video for today. Last night I was up late again. They had the targeting me, police siren, very, you know, subtle, um, not as frequent. Even today, it became again. I'm watching a video, and again, certain words being said. I'm watching a video on Microsoft. How to make a computer more secure, and the person who's doing the video, she says, there are ways to make Windows, and as soon as the word Windows is said, I hear whoop whoop, and that's it. Also today, um, you know, um, trying to call my son, and he's not picking up his phone. So I called Pam to see, hey, I'm trying to call Ethan because she's out and she has a friend watching the kids, and I'm calling her phone, just go straight into voicemail, and again it's like, hey, okay, here we go again, you know. But this is what they do, and I understand how it is that they do these things, and I want people to listen, okay, not just TIs, but you know people in general, right, who watches this, and show how they create um, hostility within people. Okay, how they pit people against each other, how they use relationships as a tool to, particularly when it comes to women being in new relationships, and how they would use them to, uh, just do shady things like deny access to the father speaking to their kids, particularly if I guess she her kids around. Bring your kids around. The other person that he or she's in a relationship with, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem is the behavior. Okay, that's what I have a problem with. It's the because you are with someone that you're not gonna have the kids pick up the phone when their mother call or the father call, because whatever that person is, like I don't give a damn about that person feeling. You know, those kids are mine also. Okay, and any woman or any man that does that shit, it shows you their character. Okay, and so always understand how it is that they do these things. And again, those religious fanatics that are in the police department who have made it because of their position, and using their position to, uh, you know, run a psychological campaign to cover up a lot of the shit that they're doing. Okay, and because they are in law enforcement, they have the tools, the means, and the resources to cover up their crimes and illegal activities against people, and particularly us as TIs, right? And so just as how they have experts in psychology and all this stuff that helps them, that create these types of program, we have to also educate ourselves on these things, and we can, okay, and we should, and not fall into the because one thing they'll try to do is try to make you look like the bad person, try to make it look like the overjealous individual, have you. And like I said, look, it's not about that. I mean, that's a human emotion. But the thing is that is when they try to radicalize you, when they try to use psychologically manipulate you, try to use uh, psychology to manipulate your emotions. And I understand that they are expert at these things. Okay, so you have to be aware. Okay, and understand how it works. Okay, and remember, these are the same people pulling the strings, that are doing this, that are doing that, and then because it's in the psychological realm, because they've manipulated you. Okay, and you may act in a way in which they want you to act, which is negative. It's always going to be negative. To turn around and say, "See, we're right, this and that," but they don't talk about how they emotionally manipulated you, right? They don't talk about how they psychologically manipulated you. So understand what's going on. So, like I said, this has happened before. Happened last summer, actually. It used to happen all the time. And so I see it's happening again. Okay. And, it goes to show you, because when you look at particularly the state of the uh, black people, and particularly black men and black women, particularly if you have kids, and particularly within black families, these things are not coincidental. These things are perpetrated on us using various tactics and manipulation. And like I said, we have to understand that our community is, particularly the black community, is the most surveilled. Okay, and so their job, and if you don't believe me, but trust me on this, white supremacy. If you're a black person, white supremacy and white supremacists it is their job to destroy each and every one of us. If they cannot control us, they will destroy us. Okay, and that's a fact. Now, as a TI, understanding this, okay, as a TI, because I wasn't even aware of this stuff. So again, I always like to thank the TIs before me who, uh, created websites, created blogs, wrote books on these subjects. And it's a journey that you have to understand and partake on if you're a TI, because you gotta educate yourself. Okay, you gotta educate yourself. And it's kind of it's easy to educate yourself because the truth is out there, but it's hard to decipher and to discern who, when the person come in your life, is for you, who is going to be honest with you, who's going to be truthful with you, who is not going to manipulate you into sounding like, you know, with these off the wall things about aliens and shape shifting lizards and all this stuff. Okay, stick to, be grounded in the facts, be grounded in the research. Go on, a lot of, they have these research sites, and I'm gonna do a video on the desktop right now. I had to give my son my monitor, my home theater PC. My television is sitting up high, so I can't even do. I mean, I can do a video, but I kind of want to use the webcam. But I can do a video with just the mic and providing you guys with the information. You know what I'm saying? But I like my perpetrators to see my face every single day. I mean, it's the weekend. I haven't been inside since was it Thursday? So plus last night I had a massive headache because of the remote monitoring, and I also, even today, I woke up this afternoon I should say, and where is it? And they started with the neighbor upstairs, banging on the wall, right? So I have this. Let me talk about this. I bought this, right? This is if you guys can see it. This is a alarm, right? So whenever I hear a siren or when my neighbor is banging on the floor, and excuse me, I'm gonna turn this on so you guys can hear it. All right. So if you're a TI, you may want to mute this, and I'm gonna tell you when, because I don't want you guys to think that you're being targeted. I'm targeting you anyway. So I'm gonna turn it on now. So if you want to mute, you can do it now. Okay, you guys hear that? So for those who you know haven't muted the sound, so when they start banging on the ceiling, this is what I use. Okay, and when they do it and I use it, and even after they stop, I use it a couple of times, then they go silent. And like I said, I can be in my bedroom all day, turning it on and off. Okay, just as how they're banging all day on the floor. Okay, I can do it. I even do it at night. Last night I was doing it too. Okay, and so this is the level that I have to go through to defend myself. Right? I remember, when they're engaging in these things, particularly with the subliminals and the hand signals and stuff like that, the only way that you can defend yourself against these things is to do it back to them, because again, it will affect them. Trust me, I know when they start to aggressively target me and I start to aggressively target them back with also the same hand signals. Okay, I sometimes I see them walking across the street because they don't want to confront me. Remember, again, this is psychological, right? So they don't want to confront me psychologically. It's like with the bully. When you stand up to the bully who tried to bully you physically, and you stand up to him or her, right? What do? When they see you, they either cross the street or they just walk past and they don't say nothing to you. They don't trouble you, anymore. Unfortunately, as TIs will continue to be targeted, but we have to do things to protect ourselves. Okay, and when they can't affect you in one way, they'll use another way. Right. So, like I said, for the past couple of days, they've been targeting me heavily. Like I said, I'm getting the headaches. Last night was so is unbearable that I literally said to myself, I got to go back to my doctor because, I may have a brain aneurysm because of this shit. Okay. And so I had to take a Sertraline yesterday, and I tried to not take it all the time because the last time I've been taking it, I'm taking it like two of them. So because the headaches have been so bad, and when I do take two of them, I feel very lethargic, very groggy, you know, unbalanced, you know. So yeah. So anyway, but I just want, just like I said, they always try to manipulate you, you know what I'm saying? They always try to use the people in your life, okay, whether it be family, whether it be if you have if you're married, your husband or your wife, um, your children, through this technology. A lot of times it's through the technology, particularly when it comes to young kids, it's through the technology. um, but like I said, they'll try to do this. So when I'm looking at the video, and the guy says, there's a way to secure Windows. As soon as Windows is said, I hear woo woo, right? And I said to myself, okay, what's going on, right? Because again, they haven't done that in a few days, right? And I go to call my son, my kids. He's not answering his phone. I called him earlier. He answered. He was like, "We're out walking," and so so I figured, I said, "Okay, I didn't speak to my daughter. Let me call back," and such and such, and he didn't pick up. Called him back again. He didn't pick up. And then I called Pam, to ask her, hey, Ethan's not picking up his phone. If you can call your friend and what I'm calling him, or what have you, such and such. Her phone is off. And they do this for a reason. 'Cause even, for example, let me tell you how they set this up. And I realized it, so yesterday, I was on the phone speaking to her last night, and she says to me, "Oh, by the way, I'm going out tomorrow. I just want to let you know my friend Ethan is watching the kids." So I said, "Okay, fine, whatever." So I woke up around 12, and I gave her a call, and she was like, "Well, Ma," I said, "Well, you know, you didn't specify that you were going out early or late in the afternoon, so I didn't know." So I said, "Okay, all right, enjoy your day." Okay. So again, like I said, so then that was done for a reason. That was done for a reason. Last time that she had went out, she was like, "Oh, I'm going out early and such and such and such." So she'll let me know, right? So she's like, so that way I know, not to call her. But she didn't do it this time. Okay. And again, this is, like I said, how they use her or what have you, and such, to try to paint this picture. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically manipulation. You know, manipulating me and possibly manipulating the other person that she's out with. Say, "Oh, look, my my kid's father's calling me, and and such and blah blah blah." You have to understand how they play these games, right? And it's purposeful, okay? But you gotta look at the long run. You know what I'm saying? I always look at the long run. And when they engage in this type of behavior and this type of game playing, it doesn't work out well, okay, for them. So whether it be the crooked cops, whether it be your ex or what have you, whether it be family members who are engaged in this type of thing, simply because, again, and this is recently what's happening too, is that because of this my unc chain. they're very upset. They're very upset that people are waking up. They're very upset that particularly black people are waking up. And you'll see a lot of black people today now understand they're taking off the cross and they wearing the ankh because they understand the truth. Okay, they understand the truth. And people shouldn't get offended by it. The ankh is a symbol of life. That's all it is. It's not a symbol of some God who died for us, on a cross or what have you. It's just a symbol of life. It's a symbol of family. Okay? That's what it is, a symbol of family. And this is why, particularly within the black community, our families have been destroyed. And it was done for a reason. So we have to understand that and be aware of that. Okay, and like I said, whatever happens within the black community, it's going to spill into other communities. Because guess what? The people that run this shit, they don't give a damn about you or I, what have you, if you're black, white, what have you, and such. All they care about is money and control and power. That's it. But money and control being the two most important. So you got to understand that. And they know that with religion, they can control. Okay, and with the conditioning of people, particularly, black people, they have an infinite resources of financial gain and stability. You see within the churches, particularly within the black churches, you see the churches are full up with women. Pastors lying to them, giving them these feel good sermons, scaring them with hell, telling them just wait on God, He'll find your man. No. Meanwhile, guess what? They're taking in billions and billions of dollars every single year. And you look at the community that those churches are in. You look around, you see empty buildings. They won't even buy some of the properties, fix them up to provide people in the community with adequate housing. They're not doing that. Okay? They're not doing that. The very same people that they're taking money from. But guess what? Your pastors out there driving Bentleys. They're living in mansions. They're wearing $5,000 shoes, $10,000 shoes. They're buying their wives, Lamborghinis and all this stuff. Okay? They're screwing the little boys and girls in the churches. It's a con game. And we have to wake up to that shit. The Vatican, the Roman Catholic Church have been running this con game for centuries. Okay? And so you got to understand that and realize what's going on. Okay? All right, you guys, have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, look, my TV just went off. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay.